This is the next episode of my XR Weekly News. We are in week 26, 2026, and yeah, perhaps the news are a little bit later right now, or the English version should be just, perhaps I will make it on time. I just arrived from a weekend event. I was, not only the weekend, Thursday, Friday, I was on an event where they showed VR, especially the Apple Vision Pro, with non-gaming, non-entertainment. It was the medical area. So they showed me a lot of things. I could try a lot of things. And I will also create a video about this. Give me some days. I don't know how, well, it's so hot here. I don't know when I can make it. But yeah, so guys, the weather here. Today, guys, listen, they measured the hottest day ever in Germany. Measured the hottest day ever in history. This is freaking insane. 41.3 degrees Celsius in Germany. What the crazy heck? And I can definitely prove it. I was back with my car and it showed an outside temperature of 41 degrees Celsius. This is freaking insane for Germany. Never seen that before. And you know that I hate this, I hate summer at all, and this is crazy. Even my mobile air conditioner, you know, in Germany we don't have air conditioners normally, and I have 2 mobile air conditioners and they can't do anything about this. Yeah. Like my apartment is 32 degrees Celsius and they can make it to 31 degrees Celsius. So it's still, I'm sweating like a pig. It's freaking insane. So yeah, that's it so far. So I really hope that this summer is going to the end as soon as possible. I can absolutely not stand it, and I can absolutely understand if you don't even look at the VR headset right now. It's just too hot. So my body is on survive mode right now. I just sit there, look straight and wait until it's over. I can absolutely not handle that. Oh my God. So guys, everything about XR hardware, games, releases and sales. Let's have some fun with the weekly news and let's go.
VoodooDE.
So this is very interesting for all people that want a treadmill but only have a Quest 3 and no PC. So maybe you wondered, why on earth do we always need a PC for this treadmill? But this is over now at Virtuix. They now support the MetaQuest natively with the Omni One in the Made for Meta program. And that means you can directly connect the treadmill to the MetaQuest, which is really cool. And yeah, you can already play a lot of games. In this article of Upload VR, there's a link. You can see all supported games. For example, there is already support for Veil, Forefront, The Boys, Star Trek Infection, The Turtles, Men in Black, Zero Caliber 2, Exoshock, and so on. This is really cool, and you will be able to buy it for £2,800, $2,600 or 3,000 euro. Which is okay for a treadmill. But to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of treadmills. So all the treadmills that I tried, like with this behavior here where you have to slide, they don't feel like real movement, to be honest, like real walking, at least in my opinion. But at least it's in the direction of real movement. And yeah, this one is the best of them, the Omni One, because you only have a secure arm on the back, and then you can even jump and so on. This is cool. So yeah, if you want to buy it, you can now use it directly with MetaQuest and also, of course, with PC VR. So, and after the Upload VR showcase, we now have the VR games showcase. And there's a lot of games, so we'll walk through this as quick as possible. So we have Breacher's Outbreak, a co-op zombie extraction shooter for Quest, Pico, Steam VR in 2026. Then we have the Rifted Skies, a parkour roguelite for MetaQuest and Steam VR in fall 2026. Then we have Outlanders. This is a city building strategy game for Meta Quest and Steam, released in Q4 2026. Then we have Nomsters, a social pet collecting game. It's free to play for Meta Quest in summer 2026. Then we have Roar, a social VR adventure or a Dragonflight game. It's also free to play for Meta Quest in Q4 2026. Then we have Raid, and this is a co-op VR shooter for Meta Quest and Steam VR, released in fall 2026 as well. Then we have Drifters Blackout Crew, a co-op extraction shooter for Meta Quest and Steam VR. No release date yet. Then we have I Am Your Beast. It's an action shooter, comes for Steam VR later this year in early access. Then we have Skeleton Crew. This is a co-op pirate adventure for Meta Quest 3. It's available now. Then we have a Lane Split, a motorcycling racing game. It's for PC VR, available now. Then we have In Wigo, co-op horror adventure for Meta Quest. It's also available now. Then The Lightkeepers, a co-op adventure for Meta Quest, September 10th, 2026. Then we have Transformers Beyond Reality, an on-rail shooter for Meta Quest on September 3rd, 2026. Soul Protocol, a co-op space roguelite for Meta Quest and Steam VR, for Quest in September 2026 and Steam VR in October 2026. Then we have Guardians Planetfall, squad-based shooter for Meta Quest and Steam VR in Q4 2026. Then we have Korea EL2 series, a flight simulator for PC VR. It comes this week. And then we have Payday Aces High, a 4-player co-op heist shooter for Meta Quest and Steam VR 2026. Then we have a multiplayer update for this is new content update for Maestro, Attack on Titan, for Quest, Pico, PlayStation VR 2 and Steam VR. Coming soon, they say. Exoshock will get multiplayer update. Is a co-op science fiction shooter for Meta Quest and Steam VR in July 2026. Then we have Wizard, Magic dungeon crawler for Quest in Q4 2026. It comes with a full version then. Flat Out 4 Total Insanity. They said now it comes for PlayStation VR 2 soon in the future. And then we have Primal Rumble, comedic card battler from Meta Quest. It's in closed beta right now. Then we have V-Racer Hoverbike, futuristic racing game. There's a content update now available for Quest, PlayStation VR 2 and Steam VR. Then we have for Trombone Champ, this is a rhythm game, we have a new Disney update, Quest, PlayStation VR 2 and Steam VR in summer 2026. And then we have Hot Dogs, Horseshoes and Hand Grenades 2, sandbox shooter, new mechanics and so on, Quest and Steam VR update soon. And then we have a Bullet Time Agent. This is science fiction adventure, and for Meta Quest, Steam VR and PC, and released 2026 somewhere. Salmon Man gets has now a multiplayer update for Quest and soon for Steam. And then Fixer Undercover, this is an escape room adventure, comes for Steam VR soon on July 16th, 2026. Then Bamboo Groove. This is a psychological thriller for Meta Quest in September 2026. Beat the Beats, rhythm boxing game, is available now for Steam and comes for Quest, Pico and PlayStation VR 2. Augmental Puzzles, a mixed reality puzzle game. Meta Quest PC VR, it's available now. There's an update. And then Dagger Woods VR, there's also a psychological horror game for Meta Quest, PC VR and PlayStation VR 2. No release date yet. Then we have Dagger Woods VR. That was what I just told you. Dormir, it's Lila and Ghost, that's what I mean. Co-op puzzle adventure for Meta Quest in summer 2026 in early access and later in full launch and end of 2026. So there's a lot of nice games coming. There's some of them, the update for Flat Out, perhaps Exoshock, Payday, EL2, Guardians Planetfall is also nice, Soul Protocol. The Lightkeeper sounds great. Skeleton Crew perhaps. We will see. Raid is also nice. Outlanders VR also. We will see, guys. So what is your favorite game announced in the VR Games Showcase? Write in the comments below. Yeah, and Meta announced new smart glasses. But before you say now, wow, this is a new generation. No, it's not. They're still working together with the Ray-Ban, but it's without the Ray-Ban branding. That means they only have Meta branding. Everything is absolutely the same: chipset, camera, speakers, storage, battery, connectivity. Everything is like Ray-Ban Meta Gen 2. So watch my review about this and you will know how good they are. They are just not branded with Ray-Ban, only Meta. And they start now at $300, which is cheaper than the Ray-Ban glasses, which is pretty good, right? Because I love the glasses. I love them. I wear them pretty often. You can use them as sunglasses. You can take a very quick photo, very quick video, and also do WhatsApp first person calls, ask the AI. I love that. I love that. It's pretty cool. And you can also hear music and so on. So if I have the links already, if you're interested, I will put them in the description. Right now, I have no idea if the links are already available, so you can support me. But check out the link in the description. I don't know. And really cool that they made it even cheaper now. Yeah, and the current crisis about RAM and such things, hardware at all, didn't stop before Apple. And now Apple also raised the prices of many products. So iPhones, iMacs, iPad, everything is more expensive now. And unfortunately, even the Vision Pro that was already very expensive, now we have 3,500 to 3,600. 700 even for the 256, the 512, 3,700 to 3,900, and the 1 terabyte from 3,900 to 4,200. So it's a huge increase. Crazy. In Germany right now, it's still 4,000 euro. No idea. Yeah. And yeah, this is, unfortunately, this is everywhere. Like also Meta did that, right? And all the others, PlayStation. Everything is more expensive right now. We cannot change that. And as nearly every week, we also have bad news again. We have layoffs at different studios and shutdowns. So the Combat Waffle Studios, the maker of Ghosts of Tabor, a really successful game, they kicked off many of their team because they shut down an internal bigger project. And then also a Township Tale, which is really bad. I love them. I love the game, and they close up. They end the servers on July 20, 2026. And then Quantar, this is a brawler, Smash Bros. Inspired brawler, ends this fall. And also Memoriam ends up the full support because the sales were, the sold units were under the expectations. Really bad, guys, but this is what we have to handle right now in VR. And let's check out the releases. There's not much this week, especially on MetaQuest. We only have the DLCs that I told you, but I don't talk about DLCs in the release section. But on Steam, we have Rewound. This is a narrative first-person exploration game. Then we have Sky Legends. This is an adventure flight sim. And then we have Dart Racer. This is a very fast competitive racing game. And then Star Vault. This is a VR MOBA shooter. That's already it. There's nothing new on the PlayStation VR 2 this week as well. Okay, guys, and also let's check out the sales. So we have a really nice sale here in Humble Bundle. As last week, we got a lot of cool games for only $18.55. You check it out. All the links are on my homepage. The link is in the description below on VoodooDE-VR.com/coupon sales. Link is in the description, yeah. And then we have on MetaQuest also a huge sale. You can find all the games also on my homepage. You can just search for it, and then you can also support me. This would be really great if you buy the games via my link to support me. And if there's no sale, you can also save 10% on every game. So we have Propagation Paradise Hotel for $10, The Last Clockwinder for $8, Aspire 2, nice stealth game, 17. Then Paranormal Activity, The Lost Soul is $4 only, nice horror game. Metro Awakening is $14.99. Thief VR, one of my favorite games, 14. Then Star Trek Infection. There's also a little bit of horror, 19. Then Dungeons of Eternity is $20, really nice also. Arizona Sunshine Remake is $10. Into the Radius, 17. Moss is 14. And Contractors, also nice shooter, $15. And now there's a huge Steam VR sale. Like 800 games are on sale. Of course, we cannot talk about all of them. So as always, in this case, I recommend check out your wish list. So the whole year over, if there is a game that you want, but don't want to spend the full price. For example, you want Townsman VR, but you don't want to pay the full price. Put it on your wish list. And then when there is a sale, as right now, just go to your wish list and then you see everything that's on sale. That's really great. So there's a lot of games reduced. Check it out. And on PlayStation VR 2, we have Gorn 70% off. So guys, there's no survey this week. I just can't do that. I just go to sleep right now or just lay somewhere and wait until the heat is over. I need to spend as less time as possible in front of a PC or in VR. It's just freaking insane. So sorry for that, guys. But please support me a little bit via my Quest links on my homepage or with my coupon code VoodooDE. And also check out the channel membership. You get behind the scenes videos, early access to videos. This is also great. Thank you for watching. And yeah, until next time in virtual reality. See ya.
VoodooDE